Right, see if we can get to work without dying. Right, now there's an interesting bit of road coming up. It's a 30-mile-an-hour limit, and it goes into a national dual carriageway, so it goes to 30 to 70 in the blink of an eye, which is pretty rare, I think. Often you see a 30-mile-an-hour into a 70-mile-an-hour. It gives us a chance to open the bike up a bit, and by the time I've got there this time in the morning, the bike should be warm enough. Just that mirror slightly. Right, here we go. So we're at 30 mile an hour, and there's the Nationals. So let's go and get this van. Still need to adjust that mirror. It's only a short little stint, but you know. Right, we're going to take this with the theory of 3 lanes. So lane 1 is here, lane 2 is the middle of the road, lane 3 is the outside wheel track. I'm going to be prioritising lane 3 and avoiding lane 2 unless there's a hazard or you're crossing into lane 1. The reason why you avoid lane 2, hello biker, morning. The reason why you avoid lane 2 is because that's where all the crud and dust and gravel builds up in the road. Into the woods here, under a 30, and steps up to a 40 down the bottom of the hill. Stay in lane 3, checking the vanishing points, moving away from us as the corner opens up, and moving across to lane 1 to prepare for the next corner. maximising the visibility lines, and then we can just move back across to lane 3, probably stay here through this section, and just keep an eye on the vanishing point. Cyclist there, stay with lane 3 here, 40 mile an hour. It's a bit damp on the roads. Just prepare for the next corner into lane 1 just to maximise visibility, and then just drift back to lane 3 again. Has he seen me? Has he seen me? Yes. And pulling out. And nationals. Just going to make sure we've got the bike nicely stood up, and then we'll give it some gas. Just checking the vanishing point. Staying in lane 1 unless there's a hazard. As we go under the railway bridge, 6 mile an hour, bit of brakes. Just take it chilled here because someone's already come a cropper there, look. Bit of diesel on the road perhaps, bit of oil, avoid that. And we're just going to stay in lane 1, prepare for the next corner. Drift across to lane 3, we could probably stay here. No, I'm going to go to lane 1 again. Stay in lane 1 throughout this corner. Just maximising the visibility lines. Okay, we can drift back across to lane 3. When we pass lane 2, we can get the gas. Just to see what's happening on this corner. Staying in 3, 60 mile an hour. Prepare for the next corner, drift across to lane 1. Junction on the left there. And a little parking. There's a park there, junction. On the brakes, 4th gear, 3rd gear, through the other railway bridge. Yes, sign, I'm doing 30, thanks very much. Right, there is a school coming up down here, but obviously it's half term, so it should be quiet. Usually in the mornings it's teeming with mothers and children, which is probably the biggest hazard on the route. Just going to ease up here. Sun's quite bright. Check these parked cars. Mirrors turned in, means there's nobody in them. They're all turned in, oncoming traffic. Okay. Parked cars, mirrors turned in, that one's out. Is there anyone in it? No. cool. Zebra crossing. Just going to build into lane 1 here for obvious reasons. Lane 2 to avoid that train. Nope. Tractor. Good road surfaces around this part. Okay. Stay in lane 1 because we've got a right hand bend coming up, but there is a car pulling out. He's going to be gone plenty of time. Another one, so I'm going to pull into lane 3 just to get maximum visibility if another car comes. Right, has he seen me? Yes. So by placing myself in lane 3 there gave him the maximum opportunity to be able to spot me. And he's pulled in behind. Same drill here. I couldn't see the pink of her face there, but she turned and looked at me at the last minute. Right, left hand junction coming up, watch out for cars here, stay in lane 3, right, we're good. And we're pulling into a 40, so let's just check the road. Right, we're good, let's go. Now that's probably my only complaint, well there's probably 2 complaints with the Tiger Sport. Firstly, the first gear is very short, it's almost completely useless. You want to get up into second as quickly as possible, so that's a bit of an issue. They should have made the first gear a little bit longer. It doesn't really help you when you're in 20 mile an hour and you're up into second before you know it. So that's one complaint. The other complaint is the rear shock. It's not great. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not fantastic. Other than that, the bike is absolutely superb. I guess they're pretty fundamental issues, but no, I absolutely love this bike. I've owned a lot of bikes in the past, and this is my favourite. This guy's being a bit frisky. It's 40 mile an hour, mate. He doesn't seem to care. Coming up to a national coming up, 60 mile an hour, 3rd gear. Observations, let's go. Junction coming up, this is deadly zone here. On the way back home there's see the junction on the right, there's cars that regularly pull out of there, and obviously you're doing 60 mile an hour and T-bone a car there, you're toast. Down to the roundabout, get tangled up with this car down here, so I'm just going to ease up, shoulder check to see where he is. Let's just let him go, just let him go. Lifesaver. Is he going to pull into this lane? No. Red light though, so there's no rush. I've only just changed as well, so observations. Coming up to the roundabout, keep an eye on the rear. Keep it in gear in case someone decides that they can't stop. You do not want someone going up the back of you. In gear on the clutch, check rears. Right, he's stopped. Someone goes up the back of him. That should be fine. Right. Now, the motorway seems to be moving. Here we go. Let's go on the motorway. Shave 5 minutes off the trip. We've got spillage here. Is it just residual damp? Can't smell anything. village, and this is a bus route, look. So yeah, let's just stay off that. Damp and diesel, not good. Right, onto the motorway then. Signal, life save. Mirror, signal, life save, let's go. I'm just going to keep a good distance behind the vehicle in front, just so that I can see round him better. If you're riding too close up to the cars and vehicles in front, what you're doing is you're restricting your observations. Always keep a very good distance. At least you've got more ground to cover when you go for an overtake, but that's fine. This bike absolutely flies if you want to. Ready, you know, exit lane, so a short square on the motorway. Oh, you're braking, sir, because you're an idiot, probably. Anticipate someone cutting in from the right at the last minute. Because I'm going to pass this guy on the left, just going to lane 1. His blind spot now, so I'm going to drop back. Anticipated that. Never mind. Right. Watch for cut in from the right. Just try and get the road crossing, so go back into lane 3. Last minute cut in. Drop to the 3rd here. And we're just going to use the back brake to control the rear end here. hurry. lorry who just pulled out into lane 2 after I'd gone past, pulled back into lane 1. And I went past him on the inside in my lane 1, i.e. the lane 1, to give myself plenty of room. But that's where you do not want to be when there's a lorry. Now I assume because he pulled into lane 2, he wanted to be in lane 2. So I felt it was safe to undertake him. Obviously that was wrong. It's important to be highly critical of your riding at all times and try and learn from everything you do. The more critical you are, the more you realise that you've made a mistake or put yourself in a position of danger, the more likely you are to learn from it. Seen me? Has he seen me? Yes. Check for Mr. Magpie in case he decides to take off and fly into your helmet. Notice there's quite a lot of diesel build up in the road back there. This is a bus route as well. He's looking at me, he's looking at me. Yeah, thank you, sir. Noticed that his window was quite steamed up there, so he's just pulled off his drive. It could mean it reduces his chance of actually seeing a motorbike. You can miss this one, it's bright bloody orange. Second or third day I was riding this, I was wearing high-vis, riding this bike with a high-vis helmet, and some guy still pulled out on me while I was joining a roundabout. I'd already joined it, he pulled out, everyone anchored on. Just goes to show that people don't always look, or people look but they don't see. Falling into a 20 I think. Yeah, 20. There's got a car right up behind me who doesn't realise that my brakes are like 6 times better than his. Humvee. Old thing. And we're here. I'm not going to show you the parking because I don't want you to know where my bike is over the day, so I'm done. Thanks for your time.